Urban guilds started to boom around 1200 AD during the economic growth of the Middle Ages. However, the guild system flourished in the 17th and 18th centuries when urban guilds dramatically increased in cities and towns throughout Europe.
During Louis XIV's reign in France, his finance minister, Jean-Baptiste Colbert, used guilds to encourage high-quality production and to collect taxes. The purpose of guilds was to dominate production in towns and cities, as well as to provide economic privileges to their masters.
However, guilds excluded many from membership, such as women, day laborers, Jews, and foreigners. Even though most were hostile toward women, a small number accepted them. Most involved needlework and textile production, occupations that were considered appropriate for women at the time. In 1675, seamstresses gained an all-female guild in Paris, and later on joined tailors' guilds in parts of France, England, and the Dutch Republic. By the mid-18th century, male masters began to hire more female workers, often in defiance of their own guild statutes.
In the 18th century, many critics aimed to attack guilds as outdated institutions that blocked progress and innovation. The work of guild masters was the highest point of their career. Each guild possessed a set of skills that included exclusive rights to produce and sell certain products, access to restricted markets for raw materials, and the right to hire apprentices.
Guilds also served social and religious purposes, such as providing sociability and group identity to the middle class of European cities. Guilds aggressively restricted memberships to men who were good Christians, had several years of experience, paid stiff fees, and completed a masterpiece. Sons of masters were automatically put into the guild, while outsiders were often barred from entering. Most urban men and women worked in non-guild trades as domestic servants, manual laborers, and food vendors.
One of the best-known critics of the guild system was Adam Smith, notable for his work on modern economics and the wealth of nations. Smith criticized urban guilds for their stifling and outdated restrictions on certain aspects of work, which was a critique that he used to extend on all state monopolies and companies.
Smith most advocated for free competition, which would best protect consumers from price gouging and give citizens a fair and equal chance to strengthen their own business. While he also advocated for a highly developed division of labor to separate craft production into individual tasks to increase workers' speed and efficiency, a foreword for the modern assemblies line which was popularized by Henry Ford in the early 1900s.
His enlightenment on how guild systems should function led to economic liberalism, which was the pursuit of self-interest in a competitive market that would be sufficient to improve the standard of living for citizens. In modern history, guilds gradually transitioned into unions, which aimed to improve the standard of living for workers and negotiate their place of work on the workers' behalf.
However, some guilds are still present in modern-day society, such as the Actors Guild of America and the Croquet Guilds of America. Some unions still have apprenticeships, such as the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, who teach those who want to become an electrician while they learn from a mix of mentors and classes to help them thrive. As guilds slowly faded away, unions aimed to take their place in modern society throughout the world.